So, as a child, you see like in the prequels, they have like the Padawans, right? All of them won't be Jedi. Some of them will fail out. Because they can't use a lightsaber. Like, they're not good at using a lightsaber. They're not good at using the Force. They're not good at controlling it. So, now I don't know if the movie... Now, like I said, I read that outside of the movies. The movies don't really tell you that. Like, if you fail at being a Jedi or becoming a Padawan, like, you'll go and, like, be in a garden or something. Like, or you'll go be...
The reason why I ask is, like, in The Force Awakens, Finn ends up using the lightsaber, and I thought, like, maybe that was going to be a path that eventually he was going to be a...
People thought that. But in this movie, now Finn becomes Force sensitive out of nowhere because he feels when Rey dies. He feels... I think... Did he feel when Leia dies? Maybe.
He did.
I think so.
So he starts to become Force sensitive. Now that in itself is something new that they've introduced. So like with the midichlorians, that was not a part of the original the ones that Lucas came out with in the beginning. They introduced that in the prequels because they had to have a way to gauge how strong Anakin was. And apparently, supposedly, Anakin had the most midichlorian ever. He was stronger than Yoda. So that's why he was supposed to be the chosen one. But of course, and then there's other theories that say that, the Jedi messed that up because by making him a Jedi, how can he be the chosen one if he's not balanced? If you're all light, then there's no other side to you. Therefore, they messed up the Force. But anyway, the movie itself, though, is a little bit inconsistent with what they can do. Because at some points, Rey is stronger than Kylo. But then when it comes down to the final battle, she's no match for him. Kind of odd, but they have to get to the planet where my guy is at, Palpatine.
Exegol.
Right? Yeah, Exegol. Right? So then, of course, during the fight with Palpatine, he beats them very easily. Right? All that build up. They're going to fight together. He beats them. Yeah, he makes them come to him and bounces them off a wall or something, and they're done. They're done. And then all of a sudden, Rey wakes up because the Force is in her. Palpatine threw Kylo off a building because that's what happens to Skywalkers, and he wanted it to happen to him. He wanted what they did to him, he wanted to do to them. But Rey gets back up, and all of a sudden, she has the power, but she needs 2 lightsabers to make her strong enough to beat Palpatine. That's not how that works. So it's really weird, like how they chose to do things. And then, of course, the movie itself didn't have the courage of its own conviction just to like let Rey die. They had to let Kylo die. But of course, she becomes a Skywalker at the end because guess what? The person asks her who she is, and she says, "Yeah, I'm Rey Skywalker." So therefore, she is. And that's basically the movie. So the movie it felt rushed. It felt like there were a lot of fan service to try to make up for what people didn't like about The Last Jedi. And it's like, it is also the end of a friggin' historical arc of the characters, the Skywalkers.
Everybody just stay to the original 3.
And it's just like, that's not how that should have ended. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just not. I don't mind her being a Skywalker at all. That's not the thing. I'm just saying, like, Palpatine came back for what? What did he come back for? Because y'all didn't have anything else? But at the end of the day, I would say I'm gonna agree with you because at first I was gonna give it a bonfire, but I'm on Spark. I'm on Spark.
I talked him down.
You talk man, because I
talked himself down.
I did. I talked through my emotions because I felt a lot. Because I love Star Wars. I really do love Star Wars. And I think a part of the problem is, like, Disney kind of killed themselves and shot themselves in the foot. They have so much great other side properties, like The Mandalorian, like The Clone Wars, like Rebels, that tell amazing stories of these characters. And these last 6 movies, for whatever reason, people don't seem to like them. They can't get them right.
Hey,
can I be honest?
Yeah.
They killed off legends, like the past.
What do you mean?
I read an article that they actually made just recently. One of like the most major figures of Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Right.
Revan. They made Revan canon finally.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they're getting ready to give the fans exactly what they want, which is we're done hearing about the
Skywalkers, right?
Give us
the past, which would be cool. Like they have to do something
because the past stories are the best ones, and you have a chance to mold the legends.
Right.
You have a whole bunch of them.
Right, because people have made so many stories. They've made so many fan fictions. There's video games.
they tried a prequel with Solo. It didn't work out too well for them.
Oh, Solo was terrible.
In the future.
Yeah, but Solo was terrible. It was a terrible movie. But people did like Rogue One.
Right.
Which, you know.
Right, but that's like the middle of that's like episode 3.5.
Right, which is true. I mean, at that point, you might as well start just making actual TV episodes like The Mandalorian.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
Put it in the past, but make it a series.
They probably will, bro. Like I said, they're not going to make anything new. But the movie itself, I would say, like I said, I'm going to give it a spark. There is life there. There are things to like about the movie, just not very much.
I'm just sad I didn't get to see it in 3D. And I'm not going to go back to theaters to see it.
I should have seen it in 3D.
Kevin, I have a question. So you gave it a spark, right?
I did give it a spark.
Okay. And you said Joker was trash, right?
I didn't say it was trash.
You did.
I did not say it was trash.
It's reported. It's on podcast.
It's not true.
It's memorialized.
It's not
You'll
true.
You'll never be able to get rid of it.
This is not true. I never said Joker was trash.
You'll never be able to deny
I never said Joker was trash.
So you think that Star Wars is better than Joker?
I never said Joker was trash.
I'm just checking.
I never said it was trash. He's trying to listen, guys. You're gonna probably hear this for the rest of your time listening to this if you come back and listen. But I never said Joker was trash. Just throwing that out there. I just said it wasn't as good as what people try to make it out to be.
But recordings, guys.
That episode will never be played. That was practice, and I never said it was trash. So therefore,
I will find it.
I will find it.
This will be a special podcast.
You gonna leak the recording?
Yep. I will.
Sure, but yeah, man. It's just I hated the fact that it was super predictable, and man. That sucks. But that's why I liked End of the Jedi, whatever it was, Last Jedi. It wasn't predictable. There were things that happened. I'm like, oh, that happened. What? Why are you looking at me like that, cameraman Will? It was not predictable.
I'm going to go back and watch it.
It wasn't predictable.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix until today.
You better watch it.
Chris doesn't have Netflix.
It'll be on Disney Plus on...
Well, we all have Disney Plus here.
Yeah, facts.
So, yeah, no worries.
But I have Disney Plus.
That was... yeah, you do. So, yeah, that was Rise of the Skywalker. Skywalker rose, I guess, at some point. And that's supposed to be the last of it. So, toodaloo to that.
Skywalker trained.
Skywalker, in training?
Skywalker trained.
So she gonna be...
She might be the best Skywalker.
Hey, where'd she get her lightsaber at the end?
Oh, well, she got her lightsabers from, one of them was Luke's and one of them was Leia's.
Yeah, she buried those. Where'd she get hers from?
Very true.
She started off, they made one, didn't she? Didn't she make one?
No. The one she found in...
What color was her lightsaber?
Orange.
Yellow.
It was yellow, that's true.
Dang, I like it.
Hold up, what? I thought she had made one.
In The Force Awakens, she has Luke Skywalker.
Right.
And then Last Jedi, she has Luke's lightsaber. And then she finds Leia's in Rise of Skywalker. And then she has both of them.
Right.
Personally, I would not have wanted that one. Like, I would want it
Oh, yeah. And
just episode 6.
Forgot to mention, Leia's a Jedi. Well, she was trained to be a Jedi. We didn't say that because, of course, that has to happen.
Oh, yeah. She beat Luke in a fight.
And she beat Luke in a fight because, that's what happens to all the masters. They seem to lose, even though they're the master.
But back to where she got her lightsaber from.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Either destroyed or buried.
Yeah, I don't know.
She automatically has her own lightsaber.
Yeah, I don't know what that's...
There's like a factory that makes them, like...
No, because you're supposed to make a lightsaber by hand. Like, it's a trial. It's a part of the trials when you're a Padawan or a youngling. Like, you have to go and make a lightsaber. You have to go find the crystal, or the crystal finds you, and you have to build a lightsaber.
And now that is canon, where the Kyber crystal...
The Kyber crystals, yes.
Alive.
Yes. So I don't know how she got it, actually, to be honest with you. And I was wondering why it was yellow or orange. I don't know. But we'll never know because guess what?
She's attuned to both sides.
That's the last one. So it doesn't matter. That's it. So that was Rise of the Skywalker. We gave it Sparks. You should go check it out if you are a Star Wars fan because it's the last of that saga. You know?
It'll be on Disney next year, so...
Yeah, like in a couple months. I had to think. I was like, "What? Next year?" That's like in a few days. So go ahead and go check that out. What are we doing next week? Is there anything coming next week?
Have we trashed Charlie's Angels enough, or should we review that too?
I'm definitely not watching it.
No.
Is it still in theaters?
Elizabeth Banks doesn't want me to watch that. Elizabeth Banks does not want my male eyes gazing at Charlie's
Ad
Angels.
Astra just came out.
That's on DVD, no?
Yeah, it just came out on DVD. If you guys want to watch that.
Yeah, I don't. I like Brad Pitt though, but I don't know. The storyline of this movie did not catch me. Like usually, like a Brad Pitt movie does.
Yeah, it had this kind of Moby Dick feel to it, and then his dad just ended up being like this toxic male, just kind of filled in that.
Spies in Disguise.
When is Mr. and Mrs. Smith 2 coming out? I don't know.
Y'all want to watch Spies in Disguise?
What's that one? Oh, is that the Will Smith movie?
Yeah.
I don't, but if that's the only thing out there, we can watch it.
It's that 3D. Yeah.
Clemency.
I think I have to see that.
Clemency, what's that?
I don't know. It has Alfred Woodard in it.
Nah, I think it's the Will Smith movie then. So we're going to go ahead and probably see Spies in Disguise, and if not, guess what? You'll be surprised. And I rhymed.
Yeah.
So, we'll check that out. So, in the meantime, make sure you go like and follow our Facebook page, If I'm Being Honest. Make sure you follow our IG page, reviews_If I'm Being Honest. And until next time, we'll be seeing you.
I'm pretty tired.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Think I'll go home now.